So Ming, we are in Amsterdam and it was really great meeting you. So tell us something about yourself, like who are you, what you do, and just a brief introduction.
I'm not Ming. I'm you. That's all you need to know.
Okay, so tell us about when did you start smoking cannabis and how did things unfold after that for you?
I started smoking cannabis properly. When I say proper, I mean there's a progression. In Australia, somewhere in August 2020, I started to realize that I was able to do something that I cannot possibly imagine doing. Like remembering my childhood memories so vividly, so vivid, so detailed. I was amazed. And ever since then I got really curious about reinventing that. And I figured out how. I learned to let go more. The more I let go, the more I realize how beautiful life is. I can't explain it. And around March the 6th or the 7th, I was watching a YouTube video of a Buddhist scholar talking about Buddhism. It was a 2 hours long video. I watched it when I was high. I think around an hour, there was something that he said, and the moment he said it, I immediately felt something. First off, it felt like that feeling when you hold your breath for a long time. You know, you hold your breath and you start to feel the tension in your lungs, and then you just let it go. You breathe out. That sensation. Wow. I feel so light. I feel really light. And then the thought came in, is, Ming, I can't believe you have been seeing reality in this way all your life. That's what I told myself. That was how it felt. To realize that I have been ignorant all my life. Oh, I never felt so free. So free.
So you could, can you tell us the difference between the reality before cannabis and after cannabis? Did your life change?
Asking the question if my life changed is irrelevant, because you do not know what is the life that is changing. So that's before and after. There's no word to describe it. There's no word to describe it. What is the difference? Can't describe it. No, there's no word to describe this thing that I'm trying to describe. Can't describe it. It's too deep. I can't.
Earlier you mentioned that you started feeling your body more, and maybe it happened because there was an internal calling to understand your body more. So what exactly you learned more about your body and other functions related to the body?
I allow the body just wants to move, just like the water flows from the mountain to the ground. The cells in the body are dancing. They're all dancing, and collectively we are seeing the performance of the cells. You are the body. You are the body. What you're seeing is a performance by Shiva. Shiva. Shiva is performing and looking at the same time. This is crazy.
So you started dancing? You started moving your body, you started dancing?
Yes.
After the smoking joint?
Yes. Because there's no more restraint. There's no more struggle. Because the struggle has been let go. So the cells in the body likes to dance. And I'm the manifestation of the cells. When I say I mean you, all of us. Because that's what it means when I say I. It's the universe talking to itself. It's crazy. Fucking crazy.
And while understanding this reality, say for example in India, there is another entity called government which exists, and they make the rules regarding cannabis. And if we are not allowed to, even though India is liberal and religious towards cannabis, but still government has not allowed it. So is there any message you would like to add in that direction for the government?
The government is insecure. An insecure government some people are just afraid that when you give cannabis to people, they'll lose power, they'll lose control.
So what if government also starts smoking cannabis? Will people smoking cannabis, government smoking cannabis, how do you think it will affect a nation? Even though nation is a very mundane or a very worldly kind of a concept, but still it runs through a lot of things and it functions.
There will be no government. There will be no government because there's no need to. Just like the birds that flies together in the sky, they all are one mind together. One is not boss over the other. So I believe that when you say the governments smoke cannabis, it's precisely the moment that there's no government anymore. Yeah.
Okay, let's compare two governments. One government which doesn't smoke cannabis in a different country and one government which smokes cannabis in a different country.
Yes.
Now when the government which smokes cannabis, they let go of the concept of government.
Yes.
But at the same time, there is another government which is not on cannabis.
Yes.
And its intentions are still insecure and
Yes.
still the same.
Yes.
So the power struggle will happen.
Yes.
So how will the cannabis government deal in that situation with the other governments?
They will show compassion. Yeah, show compassion. Like when one person tries to discredit you, you respond with a compliment. When you do that, you're showing compassion. And then the person who receives it in the end will feel that. And that's like a seed inside planted, a beautiful one. And with time, they too will become like like the other. Yeah, so it will be contagious and it will spread. It will spread.
Now, another turn from smoking cannabis to something like, say, there is a cancer patient who cannot afford the medicine. Say they don't have the money to afford the cancer medicine.
Yeah.
And cannabis, the indica version of it,
Yeah.
can be a medicine for a user and non-user both. So even that is not allowed from many fronts, and which is very important because these people actually need cannabis for treatment.
Yes.
So in that scenario, what do you have an opinion about how medically cannabis affects you, like when it comes to healing?
Yes. Because you allow the body to do what it's supposed to do. When it needs oxygen, you don't constrain it. You let it be to receive the oxygen that it needs. And when your body is allowed to do what it does best, which is to survive, you will heal. You will heal. For that very reason. For that very reason. Yes. Tremendous potential. That's my answer.
I think we have sufficient questions and we can... Do you also want to ask something else?
No, we'll do one more interview with you after your visit to India. After you have experienced India.
Yeah, we'll have another interview when I'm
Yeah.
in India. Yes, of course. I'm coming.
Yes.
I will come to you.
So before you come to India, say you already have a point of view about India,
Yeah.
and the kind of things you want to do there. So what is your plan to do in India when you come there?
There's no plan. Whatever the river brings me. Yeah. There's no plan. You let go completely. You don't know what's ahead of you. Because when you know you have a plan ahead, you start to get anxious. So no plan. Let go completely. Flow with the river.
So on that note, when you come to India, we would like to know more, like how was your experience, and then we meet again so that we can add on to this conversation what is going on today, which is what is the date today?
6th of December.
7th of December 2021. So this conversation is happening on this day, and then when we do it on the next day, we will see how the experience is going on. So these are the questions from our side. If you have anything to add from your side, you can still say.
I just want to say thank you so much for hosting this for me. Thank you. You are allowing yourself to be heard and to be spoken. It's very beautiful. It's very beautiful. It's really beautiful. Very beautiful. Thank you.